dominated Angel Reese again. You can never go under a screen with Caitlin Clark. Look at where this second screen on the twist right here from Aaliyah Boston set. I mean, it is set 10 steps beyond the three-point line. Does not matter. You still cannot go under the screen. Look at how deep this three is. That's 5 steps from the three-point line. You can't go under. It doesn't matter where the screen is set.
Look, man, before I continue, once again, we got Awful Coaching with an amazing breakdown. I'm assuming, if you haven't yet, make sure you guys check out Awful Coaching. He's been doing this for a while. He's going to give a lot of breakdowns on multiple different teams, players, things like that. Me personally, last night, I had to cut it short after I think I got maybe a couple videos up or something on Game Day Uncut or something like that, but I was just feeling terrible. I ended up going to the sauna. I tried to come back. I tried to get some more content up. I just couldn't do it, man. I took some NyQuil. I had to go to sleep, and I had to recover. I'm still not feeling the best, but I'm all right. I just had a little acai smoothie, a little fresh orange juice with some acai. Probably not the best either, but that's what I was craving, and that's what I got. Now, I'm going to try to get you guys a couple pieces, and then we will be resetting for the first pretty much next month, starting tomorrow. Then we'll probably have 2 videos up today, maybe on this channel, one on Game Day Uncut, maybe one on Game Day Network as well. So besides that, let's get into the breakdown. I wasn't able to get mine, like I said. I wasn't feeling the best, so we're going to react to Awful Coaching, and I'm sure he's going to have a great breakdown for us. So let's go.
This is the dangers of picking up Caitlin Clark full court. When you're picking her up full court, that means you're backpedaling right here, playing off your back foot. So as that defender's playing off her back foot right here, look at this. Caitlin Clark just got a full head of steam downhill. You give her ever so slightly the angle. Once she has you on her inside shoulder like that, it's over. She's just going to a little bump and then a layup for 2.
Yep.
Everything is a fast.
Honestly, she created a little contact too. She created a little contact and should have been at the line.
It's over. She's just going to a little bump and then a layup for 2.
Not too much contact.
Everything is a fast break with Caitlin Clark. This is directly off a make right here. Look at this defender for the Chicago Sky. Ever so slightly jogging back, not sprinting back. Caitlin Clark's going to live off this every time. You're jogging, easy backdoor cut. Caitlin Clark's got her head up the floor the entire time. Look at that. Perfect leading her into the paint, and that's a layup +1.
It's a good bucket.
This is just next level basketball IQ. This is off a turnover right here. So the Fever have a 3-on-2 right now. But Caitlin Clark identifies right here that I can't make this pass right now. If I make this pass right now, that's going to allow Cardozo to get back in the play. So look at Caitlin Clark set up Cardozo by dribbling towards the middle of the floor, then perfectly leading the Fever player, sprinting back in transition. Look at how she sets up Cardozo. Now I can make that pass, perfectly lead her in transition, and now that's a layup. That is unbelievable.
That's a good bucket right there. That's a travel one, but I get the breakdown for sure. Cardozo's looking too. You can see her head's on a swivel. So Caitlin, she made a small adjustment. Cardozo, all she needed to do was slightly turn her head to the right, and he's right. Temi is running the floor right here. That's a great job of Temi to run the floor and finish right there at the rim.
Player sprinting back in transition. Look at how she sets up
Cardozo.
Cardozo. Now I can make that pass, perfectly lead her in transition, and now that's a layup. That is unbelievable. +1. This is just Caitlin Clark's insane range right here. Look at how far back she's this is a logo 3 right here. So the defender for the Chicago Sky is going to get in the gaps. Look at how far Caitlin Clark drifts back. The defender's stepping up on the ball. Caitlin Clark, look at the logo. You have no chance to close out on this. That's 10 steps from the 3-point line. Splash. Now the
splash. Splash.
Close out on this. That's 10 steps from the 3-point line. Splash. Now the Chicago Sky are going to be in drop coverage. You can never, ever run drop coverage on Caitlin Clark. Look at her come off this handoff right here. The defender's got to get up to the 3-point line level to the screener right here. Look at you're 1 step off playing in drop coverage right here. She's just going to come off the screen. It's going to be 3 points every single time.
And honestly, we had another defender worried about Caitlin Clark right here. Erica Wheeler could have went backdoor for an easy slip pass right here for sure.
She's just going to come off the screen. It's going to be 3 points.
Right here. Could have easily faked the shot, slip pass. That's an easy layup for Wheeler as well. Just because Caitlin Clark is demanding so much attention because she's capable of doing what she's about to do. So I like that right there. Unless Izzy was going to slide down, but I doubt it.
Every single time. This
Yep,
is
it's
just
a good
perfect
bucket.
execution of the pick and roll by Caitlin Clark right here. All I got to do coming off this screen is get a full head of steam downhill. Either that defender guarding the screener is going to be in drop coverage, is going to open up the roll, or she's going to stay with the roll, and now I'm in the paint. Now I'm collapsing the defense.
good
I'm
read.
immediately coming off the screen, full head of steam downhill. This collapses the defense,
Ooh,
brings the
oh my
second defender
gosh.
towards the ball. That leaves the
Ooh, oh, she could have pulled that. That's a hard step right
steam
there.
downhill. This collapses the defense, brings a second defender towards the ball. That leaves the Indiana Fever player wide open at the top of the key for a pump and go drive for two.
I like that. Honestly, this is one thing about Caitlin Clark. Off this move, I need to start seeing a pull up, a natural jump shot right here. You have this defender about to buckle her knee.
That leaves the
That should have been an easy pull up, and her trying to foul you at the wrist or elbow, pretty much trying to recover, falling forward. I like that.
Indiana Fever player wide open at the top of the key for a pump and go drive for two. Caitlin Clark is going to feast on this opportunity every single time. Look at the defender for the Chicago Sky in the corner. Back to the sideline, not to the baseline. This is going to be a backdoor cut every time. Because look at the second she notices that defender, look at the defender's eyes. Staring at the ball, not who she's guarding in the corner right here. Caitlin Clark, this is just a perfect backdoor cut. Perfect bounce pass.
Yep.
That's going to every
All
single
day.
time.
That I did break down in the reaction because Allen did it multiple times. Kelsey Mitchell had multiple backdoor passes just like that. Backdoor finishes. I'm sure she loves playing with Caitlin, bro. Understand that all you need to do is run the floor. Play off ball. Come on now. Allen was so focused on Clark and what she was going to do with the ball. She had a couple of these backdoors. She had one from this side, one from the other side as well.
Perfect backdoor cut. Perfect bounce pass. That's going to every single time. Caitlin Clark feasts on this opportunity every single time as well. Aaliyah Boston's going to fake like she sets the screen. Look at this defender. Is going to take a half step towards the screen right here early, and Caitlin Clark's just going to blow by. Look at the defender. 1/2 step right there towards the screener. Now Caitlin Clark at just an easy refusal. Head right downhill to the rim for two. This is where Caitlin Clark is just unguardable right here. She's 8 steps from the three-point line, but look at the defender closing out with an arm in her face as opposed to just showing her hands, sliding her feet. So once she's got you closing out and heading uphill, Caitlin Clark, look at that, close out uphill. Now Caitlin Clark's got the angle right here to get to the middle of the floor. And again, once she's got you ever so slightly off balance, leaning towards the paint, it's just right into that step-back three. That is unguardable right there.
Her step-back three is ridiculous.
Just right into that. Again, once she's
That
got
alone,
you ever
again,
so slightly
let me
off
show you
balance,
something again.
leaning towards the paint, it's just right.
At that point, that is a midi pull-up. I want to start seeing Clark develop that. She has great moves. She has great separation. I get it. She hit the shot. But this is also something I want her to work on her game right here. This is you got the big Yara Cordoso going the whole opposite way. She's not going to recover for that jump shot right there. Take that jump shot.
Right into that step back three.
I like that too.
Unguardable right there. It is truly astonishing how many easy looks Caitlin Clark gets off of made baskets. The Fever are inbounding the ball right here. So again, the Chicago Sky defender jogging back, not sprinting back right here. So you're going to be playing off your back foot and you're going to be off balance. Look at the defender. Her feet are never set. She's never in a defensive stance. She's got you playing off her back foot right here. That gives Caitlin Clark the angle to get to the middle of the floor. And all she needs is, look at, off balance the entire time. All Caitlin Clark needs is to have you leaning towards the paint ever so slightly. Then it's right into that step back jumper.
Again.
And now you're forced to foul her and it's three.
What did I say? What did I tell you? She's going to have the defender going this way, trying to recover, and one. I'm trying to tell you. The defender is going to try to close out. She's going to foul you. Now imagine if you're taking that first jump shot. She's going to be all up on you, trying to recover, falling forward. That is a foul every time.
Then it's right into that step back jumper, and now you're forced to foul her, and it's 3 shots. Same thing here again. The Fever are going to fake like they're setting a screen right here. Once Caitlin Clark's got you ever so slightly leaning towards the screen right here. Look at one dribble towards the middle of the floor. That gets you leaning. We'll get 1 step towards the screen. Bang. Now right back into the crossover. Refuse it the other way. Collapse the defense. Leaves this Fever player wide open for 2. This is where Caitlin Clark, so now the Sky have realized we can't run drop coverage. So they're going to set a second defender towards the ball right here and blitz this screen. So all the screeners got to do here is take 1 step. Once 2 go to the ball right here, once Caitlin Clark passes through, now look, now it's a 3-on-2. That's all created by Caitlin Clark, drawing 2 to the ball because we can't run drop coverage. Now it's just a matter of who's wide open. The Chicago
Knockdown.
Sky just have no answer for this. Again, they're blitzing the pick and roll, sending 2 to the ball right here. So all Aaliyah Boston has to do is take 1 step, and now the Fever have a numbers advantage. But now look at, so the defender's leaning, trying to fight over the top of the screen. Cardoza's in the middle of nowhere, so now they're just going to, look at, have Caitlin Clark come off another handoff. That's going to, again, send 2 to the basketball right here, and look at how wide open Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark draws way too much attention. Whoa. Way too much attention. Caitlin Clark draws way too much attention. She gets her teammates open looks after open looks after open looks. I don't know, like, how are you going to guard it? You're not going to guard her one-on-one for the most part. It's clear that she's been proven to blow past your one-on-one defender, so you're going to have to blitz off the handoff off the screen. Now, you can see that they're having a clear connection right now with getting out of a trap. Getting off of blitz. So I don't know what teams are going to do guarding this. I'm going to be honest. Now, imagine if Aaliyah Boston had a better skill set. She's very good. Don't get me wrong. Aaliyah Boston is really good. But just imagine if she had like a real no hesitation, which she probably could develop. She's very young still. Aaliyah Boston is only a second year. But this is going to be tough to guard right here. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not even going to lie to you, bro.
Is you just simply cannot pick up Caitlin Clark full court, because that means the defender's going to be backpedaling and playing off her back foot as Caitlin Clark has a full head of steam downhill. Look at this. The defender's off balance the entire time. Now she's got her leaning towards the sideline right here, so 1 dribble back towards the middle of the floor. The defender's never able to slide her feet. Now she's leaning towards the middle of the floor with that dribble towards the middle of the floor, off balance the entire time. Easy blow by. Again, this draws help, and it's going to end up collapsing the defense, and Lexi Hall's wide open for 3 now. It is simply amazing how many wide open looks the Indiana Fever get off of makes. I mean, again, you're ever so slightly, both Chicago Sky players are jogging back. Caitlin Clark's just getting this off the inbounds. You're jogging back. Caitlin Clark's sprinting the entire way. Look at this. Now you've got Camila Cardoza in the middle of nowhere. You're ahead of these 2 Chicago Sky players who are jogging back the entire time. And now right off a make, you just simply create a 2-on-1. Another wide open 3 for Lexi Hall. This is just ridiculous right here. Look at how this screen is being set. Caitlin Clark is 9 steps from the 3-point line. Does not matter. You cannot ever go under a screen with Caitlin Clark. You go, oh, look at, she's 10 steps from the 3-point line. That's all the space she needs. That's in her range. Splash.
Burnt. Yeah, well, Caitlin's team is going to become track stars. And if you want to keep up with the Indiana Fever, you're going to have to just run sprints all day, because you're not going to keep up. You're not going to keep up. Caitlin Clark has a different motor, and her team is understanding. And he's right. Every time they make a bucket, somebody, Lexi Hall's out in transition, Kelsey Mitchell's out in transition, Caitlin Clark has already passed the fucking half court. I mean, Caitlin Clark, don't sleep on her speed and acceleration and her motor and her endurance, because that shit is ridiculous. She damn near plays the full game sometimes. I guarantee Caitlin Clark could play a full game and look perfectly fine out there. Wow, her conditioning is on point. It's in the pudding right here, bro. Caitlin Clark is different. For a point guard, I can only imagine in 2 years how good this girl is going to be. Oh my gosh. This is different. But look, man, I'm going to keep it right there nice and short. Shout out to Awful Coaching once again, giving us a nice breakdown of Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever tearing apart the Chicago Sky. If you have not, make sure you guys check him out. Awful Coaching once again. The guy's great. Catch you guys on the next video. Have a blessed weekend. Be safe out there. I'll be back with some more content either tomorrow or Monday. You guys get better. Get a workout in. Drink some water. Eat some quality food. If you're sick, like myself, congested, I would say, get some vitamins in you. Some vitamin C. Hit the sauna. Drink some lemon water. Get a ginger shot. Whatever you need to do. We cannot afford to be sick out here. I'll catch you guys on the next video. It's your boy, CEO KANA. I'm out.